adore my 64, my Commodore 64.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
Here's the scenario. Professor Elvin Atombender has hacked into the strategic computers of the world powers and has started a 6-hour countdown to destroy the world in nuclear annihilation. It's up to you to stop him. You are Special Agent 4125, the most cunning and toughest agent that the Secret Service has available. Your task? To infiltrate Elvin's underground fortress, get past his army of murderous robots, and crack the secret code to his lair. It's all just part of the job for Agent 4125, but for us, it was the plot of one of the best Commodore 64 games of all time, Impossible Mission. Impossible Mission is a platformer developed by Dennis Caswell and published by the legendary Epyx in 1984. Epyx was riding high. In the year prior, they saw considerable success with games like The Temple of Apshai and Jumpman, but they hit another level altogether in '84, a year that saw them release classics like Summer Games, Pit Stop 2, and Impossible Mission. In the game, you control Agent 4125 as he attempts to thwart the evil professor. Using a joystick, you will guide him through a variety of rooms, searching for the 36 puzzle pieces that Elvin has hidden, all the while trying to avoid being electrocuted by his robots or falling to his death. Once all the pieces have been gathered, it's then time to assemble them into 4-piece puzzles, each of which corresponds with a letter of a 9-digit password. With the password completed, you can then enter Elvin's secret lair and save the world. The gameplay of Impossible Mission is absolutely brilliant. The controls are very responsive and the animations are buttery smooth. Your actions need to be precise, and there are some extremely challenging parts, but the game is never unfair and it rewards perseverance and practice. Most of all, it's just a ton of fun to play. After a few runs, you will begin to identify the various styles of robots that appear and will understand what you need to do to get past them. Some robots are super fast, while others are, well, not so fast. Some follow blind routes regardless of where Agent 4125 is, while others will respond to your every movement. Some will fire a vicious stream of electricity towards you, while others have no such weaponry. In all, Impossible Mission provides a fantastic range of possibilities and makes it so that each room is a unique challenge every time you play it. In one playthrough, a room might be ridiculously easy, populated by a bunch of near-useless robots. In another run, that exact same room might be a carnage palace filled with hyper-fast murder bots. The game is difficult. To help with your quest, you can find 2 limited resources to collect as you progress: resets for platform lifts and robot snoozes. Platform lifts are valuable when a lift gets left in a position that makes it impossible to reuse. But as valuable as they are, snoozes are your cheat codes. They make it possible to search in areas where the robots make it otherwise impossible. Snoozes and lift resets can be found throughout the game in the same way that puzzle pieces are found, by searching furniture. Or you can use one of the 2 chessboard music puzzles to get more by sorting a series of tones from low to high. You can use these tone puzzles more than once, but they get harder each time. Personally, I find that using each 4 times is more than adequate. Speaking of tones, we should really talk about Impossible Mission's sound design, which is as brilliant as the graphics and gameplay are. From the groundbreaking use of voice synthesis,
Destroy him, my robot.
to the echoed footsteps as Agent 4125 runs through the hallways, to the glorious sizzle of the robot shooting electricity, the sounds in the game are flawless and memorable. They add a level of atmosphere that didn't often exist in games back then. Impossible Mission is built to be replayed. In each run, room locations, robots, and puzzle pieces are randomized, providing almost infinite replayability. Scoring is determined by how many pieces you find and how much game time is left when you complete it. As such, the high scoreboard can become very competitive, and competing for a great score provides yet another reason to replay. The Commodore 64 Appreciation Society absolutely adores Impossible Mission. It was reviewed very highly back in the day. Zap gave it 95%, Commodore User rated it 18 out of 20, and Personal Computer Games gave it a 47 out of 50, and it still rates highly today. It is currently rated number 32 of all time at lemon64.com and appears very high in many other best of lists. Quite simply, Impossible Mission is one of the very best games ever developed for the Commodore 64 and is a true classic. It was ahead of its time when released in 1984, and it absolutely stands up over 40 years later. If you haven't had a chance to play it, I highly recommend that you give it a try, which you can do online. I've provided a link in the description. We've come to the end of our review, and I think it's appropriate to give the last word to Professor Elvin.
No. 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 Mission accomplished. Congratulations.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like or subscribing. We would also love to hear about your adventures with Impossible Mission and any other thoughts you have in the comments. Hope to see you again.